guys, so today I'm going to be testing out some drugstore makeup. This is all actually from the drugstore haul I just did not too long ago. If you haven't seen that video, I will leave it down below. But I figured today I would try some of these new drugstore products out and let you know how they wear and all that kind of stuff. So I will be doing a end of the day update for you guys because I feel like that would be most helpful. So if you like this kind of video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as well. And leave a comment down below letting me know what I should try next from the drugstore because I love the drugstore. Let me know what I should try next in the comments below, and let's get started with these new products. So today I'm going to try this MUA Professional No Crease eyeshadow base. Now I have very oily eyelids, so if this works, I'm going to be so excited. I usually only use the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base, but I figured I would give this a try. I actually purchased a lot of stuff from the MUA brand in my drugstore haul, so I might do like a one brand tutorial. I just have to go get like a foundation and a concealer from them. But this is what the packaging looks like. It's just a nice squeezy tube, I think. Yes. And that's what it looks like right there. And when you blend it out, has like a cream base. It kind of feels greasy. Oh no, I don't know how this is gonna work on my eyes, but we'll try it out. So I'm just gonna apply this all over. So that's the primer on. I actually like the way that it evened out the lids. I think that's really nice. Okay, so I went ahead and put some tape on my eyes, and now I'm just going to set the primer. So I'm gonna use this MUA Professional, but this is the nude eyeshadow palette, I guess is what it's called. And I'm just going to take this cream shade right here, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. I can't decide what eyeshadow I want to use. I think I'm going to use a mixture of this and the L'Oreal one that I have my eye on. Hopefully this eyeshadow base helps everything stay on really well, because when my eyeshadow creases, literally I die a little inside. I'm just like So moving on, I am going to use this eyeshadow again, this palette. And I think I'm going to take this shade right here. Is this like a mid-tone shade? Yeah. I can't really tell because the lights are so freaking bright in my eyes. But I'm going to take this one right here first and put this into my crease. It's not too intense, but it's a nice light brown shade. You feel me? So the next palette that I wanted to play with is this gorgeous L'Oreal quad. It's the L'Oreal Paris French Biscuit quad. And oh my gosh, just how gorgeous are these. I did swatch them in my drugstore video, but I haven't put them on my eyes yet. So I'm just going to take a MAC 217 and this brown right here, and I'm just going to blend this right below that transition shade. It blended really well, like look at that, hey. Now I'm going to dip back into this MUA palette, and I'm going to take this dark brown right here. It's actually a dark matte brown, and I'm going to put this in the outer V. Very nice, very nice. These eyeshadows are blending very well. Going back into this one, I think, what color do I want to take? Like this blue black is speaking to me, but I feel like that's too smoky for today. I'm going to go for the blue black. This is my favorite eyeshadow brush to pack on color on the lid and like really hold glitter. It's the MAC 242 brush. It's just been one of my all-time favorites for such a long time now. At first I thought it was going to be more of a navy black, but it's turning out to be a really nice glittery navy blue color. If I was using this for just a regular look, I would definitely use a glitter glue just so that the glitter stayed on the eye and that the shadow was nice and vibrant. I'm going to take a little brush like this. I'm going to go in with that brown again. I'm just going to blend the edges of this navy color. Yo, where'd all the glitter go? I just wonder if you had a glitter glue, like would it last longer with a glitter stick? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger with this shade. I'm just going to pop that in the center of the lid. Like that. Give it a little pop. So I added a little bit of dimension to the look, but none of that glitter is on my eyes anymore, which is really disappointing because that was my favorite part. I'm going to use the regular side for my upper lashes and the waterproof for my bottom lashes. So this side is the regular, And this is a wand. I can't remember how much this was. I think it was like $1. Not too impressed by it, honestly. Not the best mascara. Not lifting them or curling them at all. It's just kind of a blah mascara. So I'm going to put on some false lashes and then I'll be right back. And we're going to play with some foundation. So, be right back. And I actually don't have a primer to try. So what I'm going to do is just take a regular primer. This is my Kane & Austin Prime and Protect primer. That is disgustingly gross. So I'm just going to put this where I normally put primer. So now I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. sponge. And this is what it looks like. I got this on Ulta.com. When I first got it in that haul, it felt really stiff. But I just wet it with water and it is so bouncy and cute. You see that? I'm super excited to try this out. So I'm going to try it out actually with this Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. I don't believe I've ever tried this before, but I've seen it around for like the longest time. It's been around for years. So I'm really excited to test this out. Hopefully a beauty blender is the way to go with this. This is the shade Medium 2.5. Don't know if this will be my shade. Hopefully it won't be too off. I've just been going to the lake and getting like a little tan and I don't have anything to match it, so woo, this might match though. That's a lot darker than I expected it to be. It doesn't have like a scent to it. Let's see. Let's use the bottom of this beauty blender. I just coated the bottom with this. And we're gonna just pounce it on the skin. Wow, that's a lot darker. Okay, we're gonna have to drag this down a little bit. I'm applying this with the beauty blender. It's kind of hard to use. I feel like I'm gonna have to use the top of it. We'll do half with the beauty blender and then half with a brush. Really love the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin. If you guys have been watching me for a few weeks, you know I love that foundation. This is not bad. See that? And it's not bad with this sponge. Take this down the neck a little bit. I'm gonna have like a tan line from makeup with this choker. Like, look at my neck. Look at my neck. I'm just gonna use my IT brushes with Ulta. It's the Airbrush Essential Bronzer. This is like the collab IT Cosmetics and Ulta have together. And I'm just going to dip this in here. Ooh, that feels really smooth on the skin. Like using a brush. I feel like it looks a little bit more natural with a brush. You can still build it up. And it doesn't look as dark with a brush. I think not as much comes on the brush when you like dip it into the pot. So that's why you have to kind of dip in a little bit more and build it up. And I'm kind of just pressing and swiping it into my skin just so it blends nicely. But look at that. I like a brush better. I feel like it looks much more flawless. 2 thumbs up so far. I really like that. That's awesome. So again, that's the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse and I'm actually liking the color. I think my chest just isn't as dark as the rest of my body, but this is matching as long as I blended it down my neck. And it looks really good. It's not like a dry matte, but it definitely is more of like a satin matte finish. So awesome. Super excited about that so far. And let's hope we don't ruin it with concealer. I have tried this one out and I did not like it. It's the Neutrogena Healthy Skin 3-in-1 Concealer for Eyes. And this, when I put it on with my foundation, like blending it out, it was starting to blend out really sheer, and then it also altered my foundation. Like it moved my foundation around, which was super weird. So I'm not a fan of this guy. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to use this Flower Beauty concealer today. This is the shade BC1. There you are. Okay, I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes like I normally do. First I'm going to start with my under eyes to just see how it blends, and then I'm going to go and put it in the T-zone like I do with the rest of my concealers. And again, I'm going to take that e.l.f. sponge on one eye. Ooh, it's super light. And this e.l.f. sponge is nice, but it's just not getting like, it's not tiny enough to get right under my eye. I feel like I can see some of my redness peeking through. And not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan. I'm going to try blending out the other side with a beauty blender. See if maybe that helps. It feels a little bit thicker, but it's like not a thick concealer, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not. I feel like the beauty blender is blending it a little bit more, but it is still showing my redness, like moving the foundation on my cheeks. So whenever that happens, I usually just go in with a foundation brush, like whatever I used, and blend it out. Not terrible, honestly. It doesn't look terrible at all. I feel like if you don't have redness like I do, you would like this a lot more because it does cover really well and it really brightens. Then again, it's because I got a light ass shade on. But it does brighten really well, and I feel like it looks nice on skin, especially down the center of the face. I think right now on camera it's not picking up the redness that's right here, but there's a little bit peeking through just because my rosacea is really bright. But we're gonna go ahead and move on to another Flower Beauty product, and this is the Powder Up Loose Powder. And it has really big packaging for a little bit of product, but that's okay. And it also comes with a sponge, as you guys saw. And I'm just going to lift this up with some tweezers because it has a safety seal on it. And just be careful taking the seal off. This might pop out and all of that loose powder will come at you. Let's not make this a terrible mess, shall we? Not a terrible mess. And we're just going to tip it a couple times to get some powder. I'm going to tap it. This is the shade L01, by the way. So there's the product right there. I'm going to use the Beauty Blender to set underneath my eyes. You know, I kind of like this shade because it's not a super translucent powder, which I know some translucent powders, obviously, they're going to be kind of brightening under the eye and a little bit more of a white look. This is like a peachy tone, peachy yellow, I would say. I like that color. I think once I dust it away, it's gonna be really pretty. So brows, we're gonna use this e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade, I think it's taupe. This is like the only one they had. It comes with a spoolie and the product on the other side. Y'all, I smell that powder went so deep into my nose that like it's in my soul right now. This shade looks like it's gonna match, so we'll see. First to tell you, I'm not a huge fan of pencil brow products because I can never seem to get my brows to look the way I want them to look. But this is applying really well. I can never get my shape right. You know what I'm saying? This brow is always my good brow. Like, why? Why is this always my good brow? Everything's so much easier on this side. Shape is so much easier. This is a really creamy product. I don't know. I'm really digging it. I'm digging the color. I actually really like this. I think this is great. Easy pencil to work with, and I don't feel like it pulls out any of my brow hairs. Sometimes I have a problem with that with certain high-end products, but this is just so easy. It glides over the brows, and it's just easy to work with, and it's easy to blend out. So this is great. I really, really like it. I am going to set it with an Anastasia brow gel. It's the one I use all the time because it just lines up my brows and helps it match my hair a little bit more. So now it's time to dust away the baking that we did, and I'm just going to use a dual fiber brush. I love this one from MUA, which is also from the drugstore. I purchased another one, which I need to start using. I really like the powder. I think it looks so nice on the skin. Like, yo, it looks so good. I'm going to move on to bronzer. I have two bronzers. I have this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Blends bronzer, and then this Physicians Formula bronzer, which I think I'm going to contour with. And I do have a like contour blush brush here, but I'm going to use a bigger brush for this powder, just so I can bronze the face really nicely. This is the shade 30 Sunkissed. I think this is the only shade that they have. I'm going to first just do the tops of my forehead to get a feel for what the product looks like. My forehead's always my like test spot. It's giving more of like a natural bronzed glow, which I'm digging, which is why it's called Sunkissed, because it looks like you're sun-kissed. I get it. Okay, so I like this. It just gives a really nice matte tan look to the skin, and I'm digging it. Digging it. It's gonna be used a lot. So now I'm gonna go in with this MUA double-ended contour and highlighter brush. Oh, it's a contour and highlighter brush. This side's supposed to be highlighter, this side is supposed to be contour. Normally don't like to contour with this kind of stuff. I like to contour with brushes that have this tip so I can get a nice precise line. But we'll do as they want you to do it. I'm gonna use the Physicians Formula bronzer, and it's just the multicolored bronzer. I don't know if it has like a specific name. Just tap my brush in there and lightly go on my cheeks. Ooh, so pigmented. I'm barely touching my face. Ooh. Wouldn't use this as a nose contour. I would strictly use it for my face, but I actually like that. I think that looks really nice. This is good. I would even use this as an eyeshadow since it is kind of that dark mid-tone brown. I mean, you could obviously dip your brush into different colors in this, but I would swirl it all around and use it as a crease shade, and I think it would be fabulous. And now I don't have a blush. What is wrong with me? So I'm just gonna go in with the blush that's right beside me. This is a Tarte Risque blush. I know it's supposed to be an all drugstore look, but this is the only thing I have in front of me right now. Just gonna lightly put that on my cheeks. So to highlight, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Boozy Brunch highlighter. Isn't she pretty? I'm excited. So when I swatched this was definitely more of like a golden highlight. So I'm just gonna, don't get on my shirt. Ooh. Oh my Lanta. Stunning. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is try these MUA Makeup Academy lip products. I don't know which one I want to go for. I'm thinking nude because this eye is so smoky, but we'll just do nude. So this is the MUA Makeup Academy liquid lipstick in 205 Nude. These have a minty smell, and they're like a cream. If anything, I'm probably going to top this lip color off with a gloss because it's really accentuating my dryness. Like in the center of my lips, it's a little bit chapped. If anything, I'll take like a drugstore gloss to it and I'll let you guys know what that is. But so far, I'm really liking this makeup look. I'm loving the powder. Like the face products are really winning me over right now. I just love the way my skin looks. So I'm going to go throughout my day, run some errands, get my nails done. I want to get a lighter color because I'm not feeling this color anymore. But it is 3:31 as you can see. So I'm going to go throughout my day and then I'll be back in a few hours to give you guys a final update on all of these drugstore makeup products. So I just realized I didn't finish my lower lash line. So we're going to do that right now. I was taking photos and I was like, why does it look like I have nothing on my lower lash line? And then I'm like, oh, I get it. I have nothing on there. So we're going to take this NYC 24-hour waterproof eyeliner and put this on our lower waterline. See how black that is? It's insane. So I'm just going to take this brown in the quad and smoke this out underneath my lower lashes. Just add some extra smokiness. Would you guys believe that this is like my daytime look? Then I'm going to take the waterproof side of this e.l.f. mascara duo. The only thing is I am like untwisting one while trying to twist off the other. It has the same exact brush. Okay, now we are finally done. And we're going to go throughout the day and run some errands. Hey guys, so I'm back looking shiny as always. Always happens to me. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown on how everything wore, what I like, what I don't like, and just to let you guys know, it is now 12:20. Figured I would give you guys an update and let you know my thoughts on everything that I tried today. Pretty much, I loved almost everything. Everything lasted really well. The one thing I specifically do not like, the liquid lipstick from the MUA Makeup Academy in number 205 Nude. The formula just felt so gross on my lips. Oh, by the way, I got my nails done. Do you like them? I took this off after about 2 hours and put a gloss on because I was like, this is not working. This is looking absolutely terrible. So I do not like the formula of this. It's like a thicker liquid lipstick that dries down, but it like accentuates everything that might be wrong with your lips. I don't know. It's just weird. So I didn't like that. I did love this powder. I felt like it set everything so well. I did also like the foundation, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, the highlighter is still going strong. So everything on the face is pretty much going well. Even though I am shiny, I have only blotted twice, and it's been hot. I've been outside running errands, and let's see if I can blot now. Oh, also, the concealer did not crease. I actually like the concealer. I think it's really good. I will continue to use it since it is drugstore and I did like it. At first I wasn't too sure about it, but I just liked the way it set with the foundation and everything, and with the powder on top, I think it just looked so great. I absolutely love the foundation though. I think this is one of my new favorite drugstore foundations just because it lasted for so long. I love the way it felt on my skin. It didn't feel heavy, and I feel like it minimized the look of my pores. It was so nice. Now my eyeshadow is starting to crease just a little bit, but honestly, for a drugstore eyeshadow primer, this is not bad at all. Like, it lasted all day in the heat. I have such oily eyelids. Even though it did crease a little bit, kind of went up a little bit more, doesn't look as blended, it's not a terrible product. So if you have more dry lids or just normal eyelids, you might like this. If you have very oily eyelids, you probably won't be able to get away with wearing your eyeshadow for as long, just because the oil will eventually kind of seep through and add a little glossiness to your lid. And I did like the MUA palette, the eyeshadow palette. We used a couple shades from there, but the main star of the show was this L'Oreal Paris French Biscuit Quad, which I did like. I just want to try these out with a glitter glue because this wasn't as glittery on my lid. There is some glitter on my eyes right now, but it's not as intense as I wish it was. And these did blend out very well. I loved the brown shade in here. That's probably going to be like my new go-to shade because it's a very warm tone brown. Obsessed, some of my favorites, and I love shades like this as well. I'm a neutrals kind of girl. And honestly, I did like the e.l.f. sponge. I need to keep trying it out to see if I like it with other products, like other foundations and things like that, because maybe it was this foundation that it just wasn't blending out that well with this flat surface. I did prefer this with a brush, but I will continue to use it, and I will give you guys an update in my August hits and misses, which is where I'm going to be updating you about a lot of products. Possibly even this Urban Decay foundation, because you guys have been asking me to do a review, but I'm just going back and forth with it and I can't decide what I want to say. So that's why it's taken me so long. I have had so many of you comment to me and ask me when I'm doing a review on this, and honestly I've just been going back and forth, and then I don't use it for a week and then I have to use it again to refresh my thoughts, and it's just a process. So I will give you guys a full update either in a review or it will be in my August hits and misses. But I hope you guys liked this video. I'm ready to take off my makeup and just go to bed. If you did like this type of video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below letting me know what you liked from this video, what was your favorite thing that I used, and if there's anything that you're gonna try, let me know in the comments. I'm so interested to hear. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.